Camilla's appeal was denied. And the person who denied it wasn't the king. It was William. The moment word reached the palace, the reaction was immediate. William had just sent a message that nobody could ignore. This wasn't about a minor disagreement. This was the future king drawing a line. And the person standing on the wrong side of that line was Camilla. But what makes this story truly fascinating is who got caught in the middle. Princess Anne. Anne had warned William. She had told him plainly, now is not the time to make enemies. But William didn't listen. He made his decision. And the fallout is still unfolding. To understand why Camilla appealed, you have to understand what came before. For months, tensions have been building between William and Camilla. It started with small things. Then it became something much bigger. The breaking point came when Camilla tried to block Harriet Sperling, Peter Philip's fiancée, from wearing royal family jewelry at her wedding to Princess Anne's son. William was furious. He has a very close relationship with his cousin Peter. They share what insiders describe as a brotherly bond. William stepped in and overturned Camilla's decision. He believed that access to the royal vault should be decided by Charles or by him as future king, not by Camilla, who married into the family. Camilla was furious. She accused William of purposely undermining her and breaking protocol. So she appealed. And William denied it. William didn't deny the appeal out of spite. He did it because he believes in something fundamental. He believes that the royal family's treasures belong to the institution, not to any individual. And he believes that decisions about who gets access to those treasures should be made by the bloodline, not by someone who married into it. Camilla's team argued that she was simply following protocol. That she was protecting the royal collection from being devalued. But William saw it differently. He saw it as Camilla trying to assert power where she had no authority. And the insiders agree. One source told the publication that William doesn't deny that he stepped in to challenge Camilla's decree, but in his view, he was more than in his rights to allow his cousin access to the family jewels for his bride. He's unhappy that Camilla would insert herself and try to stir up trouble on his wedding day just to show off her power. That's what this was really about. Power. But here's where the story gets interesting. Princess Anne was caught in the middle. Anne had warned William. She had told him directly that now is not the time to make enemies. She was worried that William's hard line was isolating him from the rest of the family. She was worried that if he continued down this path, he would face a reign as difficult as his father's. According to reports, Anne has been vocal with both the king and William about the treatment of various family members. She's seen the damage that family feuds can do. And she didn't want William to make the same mistakes. But William didn't listen. He made his decision. And now Anne is left trying to pick up the pieces. This appeal has exposed a deep divide within the royal family. On one side, you have William and those who support his hard line. They believe that the institution must be protected from those who would undermine it. On the other side, you have Anne and those who believe that family unity is more important. They believe that William is being too harsh, too inflexible. And at the center of it all is King Charles. He's caught between his wife and his son. Charles has always worried about what would happen to Camilla if William becomes king. He's fought for her position. He's defended her. But now he's being forced to choose between his wife and his heir. And that's a choice no king wants to make. The denial of Camilla's appeal isn't just a one-time decision. It's a signal. William is sending a message that when he becomes king, things will be different. He will not allow the informal arrangements and unspoken protections that have existed for decades. He believes that the next reign should begin with his own choices, not with arrangements handed down from his stepmother's office. And Camilla's appeal gave him the opportunity to demonstrate that. But this approach has risks. Anne's warning was not without merit. If William isolates himself from the family, he could face a reign marked by conflict and division. He could find himself surrounded by enemies, as Anne put it. And that's not how any future king wants to begin his reign. This story was never really about a wedding tiara. It was about power. It was about who gets to decide how the monarchy operates. Camilla appealed because she believed she had the right to control access to royal treasures. William denied that appeal because he believed she had no such authority, and warned William not to make enemies. But William chose to act anyway. And now the family is divided. What happens next depends on whether William and Camilla can find a way to coexist. Whether Charles can bridge the gap between his wife and his son. Because if they can't, the monarchy faces something far more dangerous than a dispute over jewelry. It faces a fracture that may be impossible to repair. Subscribe to Royal Finance for more royal investigations. Drop your thoughts below. Was William right to deny Camilla's appeal? I read every single comment. See you in the next one.